What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be looking at the 6 worst records in NBA history. A lot of these teams are going to be who you'd expect, but there's a couple where you wouldn't think of them to be a bottom team. There's a lot, so let's get into the video. Number 6, the 1998 Denver Nuggets. To start off our list with the worst records in NBA history, we start off with the 1997-1998 Denver Nuggets, who had an atrocious record of 11-71 record under head coach Bill Hanzlik. Their leading scorer had 19.8 points a game, whose name was Eric Williams. But he only played 4 games that season, which doesn't help an already awful team. They didn't even really get rewarded for their horrendous play, as he selected Raef LaFrentz with their 3rd pick, who had an okay career, but you're looking for someone a lot better with the 3rd overall pick. They went full rebuild after that year, as they brought in new coach Mike D'Antoni, who you might know from other teams. With the number 5 worst team, we have the 1993 Dallas Mavericks. The 5th worst record of all time belongs to the 1992-1993 Dallas Mavericks, who had an 11-71 record. Yikes. Their leading scorer was Derek Harper, who's a solid player, but you're going to have issues if he is your best player. They did end up getting Jamal Mashburn in the draft, who turned out to be a solid player in the league and was a very good scorer. Number 4, the 1948 Providence Steamrollers. Okay, for our 4th worst record of all time, coming in with a 6-42 record, we have the well-known Providence Steamrollers in 1948. Yeah, I wasn't even sure that this was a team before researching the worst teams for this video. And they don't even have a team anymore. They didn't even relocate or anything. Their highest scorer was Kenny Sailors, who scored 12.7 points a game for the season. Yeah, not good. They ended up selecting someone named Howie Shannon, who didn't last 2 years in the NBA, so great pick, I guess. I guess it's not a 100% guarantee you'll get better if you tank. Number 3, the 2016 Philadelphia 76ers. As you probably should have seen coming, the 2015-2016 Trust the Process Philadelphia 76ers had the 3rd worst record of all time. Their record ended up being 10-72 for the season, which is just awful. But I guess they were doing it for a reason. Their leading scorer was actually 3rd overall pick from the previous year, Jahlil Okafor, who may have been just a little too behind his time, as he is a slow traditional post player and is now out of the league. They ended up with the 1st pick in selecting Ben Simmons. This might have been a success, as they're a good team now, but still are unable to make it past the 2nd round. Number 2, the 1973 Philadelphia 76ers. For 2nd worst team in NBA history, we have the 1972-1973 Philadelphia 76ers, again, who finished with a 9-73 record, with their best player being someone that I bet you've never heard of. Their best player and leading scorer was Fred Carter. Maybe you have to put more respect on his name, but the team did him no favors. Out of this horrible season, they ended up with Doug Collins, who had a solid NBA career, but is much more known for being a coach in the league. So it wasn't all for nothing. I guess the process wasn't just a thing for the Sixers with Hinkie. They had it in the 70s as well. Number 1, the 2011-2012 Charlotte Bobcats. This is the worst season a team has ever had in the NBA history, with a 7-59 record. The 2012 Charlotte Bobcats were just awful, and they didn't even get anything good in the draft for being so bad. They had a rookie, Kemba Walker, which was the lone bright spot on their team. The funny thing was that he wasn't even their leading scorer though. The leading scorer for the Bobcats was Gerald Henderson with 15 points, who is no longer in the league despite being only 24 that year. And to make things worse, they got the 2nd overall draft pick, which is fine, but they ended up selecting Michael Kidd-Gilchrist with the pick, which is hilarious as he cannot shoot whatsoever. I guess they were so ashamed of their team, they changed their name to the Hornets. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for today's video. And as always, make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell for more content like this. Thank you for watching the video.